Hello my friend, welcome to a new video. Part of creating a beautiful life from the inside out, which is the mantra of this channel, is the quality of our relationships in general. Mostly though, in this category, I do love talking about the different ways we can evolve and strengthen the relationship we have with that special person in our lives. This week, I have 30 plus easy tips and ideas that you can effortlessly incorporate in your life and reinforce your bond together. 21 of those ideas are in this video. The rest I will email to you if you are signed up for the email on my website. Connect with me on social media. I'm actually thinking about doing a Snapchat giveaway over the next month, so definitely follow me there if you have Snapchat, and let's get started. Tip number one is to learn each other's love language. All of us have a primary language of love, and when our partner speaks in that language to us, that is when we feel most loved. The 5 languages are words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, and physical touch. In the description, I will link to more information about this and where you can take the test to see which love language you respond to. I really recommend having your significant other take the test as well. And I really hope that by the time I launch this video, the website's link will work, because when I was preparing ideas yesterday, their server was down, so anyhow, no matter which love language your partner responds to, always make room for compliments. Tell the other person that they look good, smell good, dress nice, that their hair is on point. Men also need words of encouragement, especially from their partner, so make sure to pay him compliments as often as you can. Tip number 2, spend time to catch up with what is going on in each other's lives. My husband and I do that twice a week. Once when we are out to dinner, the second time when we are out for our Sunday walk. Spend time every week with each other, doing something that you both enjoy, and ask for updates from your partner's life. What's going on in their work life, social life, what he or she has going on that's stressful, what they'd be interested in doing in the near future, maybe next month or over the course of summer, current likes, dislikes, etc. Constantly revisit questions that you've asked in the beginning of your relationship, because the answers will always change. Number 3, don't ask, how was your day? You know, basically when the other person comes home or we see them during the week and we're like, hey babe, how was your day? This boring question typically yields only a boring answer, like good, how was yours? And that is not effective communication. In fact, I think that does more bad than good, because we are losing a great opportunity to reconnect. Instead, ask a more specific question. Like if you know your partner had an important meeting that day, ask, how did your meeting go? And elaborate from there. Or what's been a highlight of your day? Or what was the most challenging part of your day, etc. Number 4, go to bed at the same time, even if your sleeping patterns are not alike. I typically like to work till 1 or 2 in the morning while my husband falls asleep by 11, but lay together at least until your partner falls asleep. I like to hold my husband's hand while I do work or research on my phone, and then after he's asleep, I either bring out the laptop or just go in my office and finish up what I have to do. Number 5, create your own mini traditions or inside lingo or codes or something like that, like a special sign or facial expression that tells the other something without verbally saying it. When you have something that's your thing, or you can communicate in a way that only the two of you can understand, you solidify your bond together. I actually shared with you a little thing that my husband and I do in our tag video. Number 6 is to take a class together. Cooking class, Photoshop class, painting class, whatever that may be. It's been proven that couples who learn something together are more deeply connected. For thoughtfulness, I have some ideas. 1, small gifts go a long way. So try to bring something home for your partner. It doesn't have to be every day, it doesn't have to be every week. Once every other week, bring home their favorite candy or magazine, or a pair of socks they really like, or a cologne you notice they ran out of. That never gets old. What also never gets old is to surprise the other person with a home-cooked meal and making them coffee in the morning if they drink it, with the ingredients they add into it by the coffee pot. Work on your budget together. It doesn't matter if you both have jobs or not. Set a few minutes once a week to go over budgets and goals. One major area causing tension in relationships is finances. So don't let that spiral out of control. Sit down with each other, be honest, outline action plans, and how to keep each other accountable. Acknowledge positive actions. Whenever your partner does something that you think it's nice or something that you've asked them to do, make sure that is acknowledged and you thank them and you tell them how and why that was really wonderful. If the other person gets you something nice, let's say, make sure that you give that person praise in private and public as well. For example, if my husband gets me or surprises me with a necklace, right? Anytime I will get a compliment on it, I will make sure to say that he got it for me and I love it so much and he's so thoughtful. These kinds of positive behavioral affirmations only encourage more behavior alike. Now, anytime you need to approach any of your partner's issues, make sure it's in the context of how it affects your relationship. When you do that, you decrease the odds of them taking it personally, so there will be less conflict or resentment. Tip number 11 is to write down when the other person does something nice for you. I know this sounds a little crazy, but many of us tend to forget when things like that happen, and then you live and act out of that shortage, if that makes sense. So whenever I feel like, he hasn't done something nice for me in so long, before I give that thought any more time to percolate and potentially act out, I basically check my list, and more often than not, I'm like, oh, ding dong, volunteer together, because giving back will keep things in perspective and point out to how lucky you both are and how good your relationship is above anything else. Make promises that you can keep. So if you say you'll do this on this day or be done at this time, keep your word so you can keep your partner's trust and respect. Don't interrupt. No matter how tempting it may be or insignificant or uninteresting the things you hear from your partner may be, don't cut them off. You want the other person to feel like they can talk to you about anything, and that is really important. Tip number 15 is to find common hobbies and goals. The downfall to many couples is that they grow apart. They end up doing and wanting different things, and they no longer have the same goal. That, in my opinion, is the layover to Doomsville, and those relationships are taking time bombs. So find and do something that you both love and things that you both want your life to be about in the future. Our goal is to travel more every year, basically 2 international trips. So we are always discussing budgets. We plan together and we do things together that can help us achieve that goal, and that is what makes us a team. Talk to couples where the people are over 65 years old. Many times you will get really good, applicable advice from people who've been around longer than you. Write cute notes to the other person and hide them in places where he or she can find them. Throw one in the bathroom cabinet, in a jacket or a coat that they wear often, by the coffee maker, or maybe in their car, etc. Do that every month if you can. When you do argue, which is inevitable, if something is said that hurt your feelings, assume that it was not meant to do that. People who love you don't go out of their way to hurt you. But a lot of times we react as such and then make things worse. Give the other person the benefit of the doubt and tell yourself in your head, he didn't mean to hurt me. Say whatever you need to so you don't take things personally. And if something really does bother you or it's inappropriate, vocalize it, but do it from a non-mean space, because that person probably really didn't mean to hurt you. If you are both on Instagram, make sure to always like each other's photos. It is what it is. Never withhold nookie as a form of punishment. It's really not sexy and it builds resentment. Take 10 minutes a day to talk about everything and anything in life except kids, chores, and responsibilities. 10 minutes every day. I would also love for you to laugh in bed more. Associating the place you sleep at night with intimacy and laughter will create a really loving energy for you too. So watch comedies, sitcoms, funny YouTube videos, etc. I have more tips and ideas I think you will like, and I'll be sending those out to my email subscribers this week. Please be so kind and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it or if you got inspired in any way. And definitely subscribe to my channel if you'd like to get weekly videos meant to help create a beautiful life from the inside out. I love you for watching. Thank you very much for being here. May good luck and fortune follow you everywhere you go today and every day. I will see you again in a few days in a new video. Bye!